Community Data Solutions operates an online database for community services organisations to track all the work they do with clients. The database works across multiple programs, can produce programs and agency reports, can keep case notes, provides a facility to upload documents, and provides information on a range of other organisational activities, such as community education and information about volunteers. What follows is a brief demonstration of the online database system developed by Community Data Solutions. Let us begin by loading the database homepage and entering a username and password. The database then opens to the current user's homepage. From this homepage, at the top, the available database modules can be selected. Clients, where clients are viewed and created. Volunteers, where volunteers are managed. No-shows, where non-attending clients can be recorded. Community education, where community and group programs are tracked. Contacts, where you can collect information on all your referring agencies. Loan account, a module which links to client loans provided to clients. Calendar, where appointments are easily viewed and created. And reports, where program and organisational reports are generated. Across the top, there is a list of most recently viewed records for the current user. This is a valuable time saver as it allows the user to quickly assess recent clients' details without having to search the database. Along the left-hand margin, we have shortcuts to other functions such as creating new clients, scheduling calls, appointments, and managing users. Each database entry is assigned to the user entering the information. Management of these users is conducted by your administrative manager, who works with Community Data Solutions to ensure all users of your organisation have appropriate levels of access to the database. Let us take a tour around various sections of the database. Let's begin with search function. Searching for the name Fields brings up the client, Simon Fields. By clicking on his name, we can view Simon's personal details, find out which services he has received and when he has received them. Scanning down the page, we can see he has access to one financial counselling service. By clicking on the green link, we can view his record. This will display the details of work conducted with Simon in the financial counselling program across the whole organisation. To create a client, click on the Create Client button in the left-hand margin. This opens a blank page to create a new client in the database. Once the client is entered into the database, it is possible to create multiple services, each with their own case notes, documents, and information on sessions held with the client. Follow the cursor while we enter a new client, John Watmore, into the system. The database records all the core details about the client's partner, dependents, and his or her circumstances. This information is linked into other sections of the database to avoid duplicating data entry. Once we have completed the entries for our new client, we can click Save, and the client is now entered and ready to have other activities recorded against their name. The client is now visible to all users of the database with appropriate permission across all offices within your organisation. Now that we have created our client, John Watmore, we can create a new service for him by scanning down the page and selecting the appropriate service. This is not an exhaustive list. Your organisation can work with Community Data Solutions to include new services for the system based on the programs offered by your organisation. To create an emergency release service for John Watmore, scroll down to the bottom of this page and click on Emergency Relief. It is possible to set the date the work was conducted with the client, the location the service was provided, and the user the client has been assigned to. Along with this, you may also list the services provided to John, where he was referred from, and the assistance he has received. Once complete, click Save to return to John's homepage. The service you have entered is listed in green, along with the summary of the service details. From here you can edit, delete, or view the service, provided you have appropriate permission. Let us look now at the Reports function of the system. By clicking on the Reports button at the top, a new screen will open with a selection of available reports. To create a financial counselling report, select Financial Counselling from the drop-down list of reports. This opens a new page with a selection of report formats, date ranges, and other options specific to this particular report. Let us generate a report for the financial year to date by using the Start button and the End Date options, then click Report. This is an example of a financial counselling report and is typical of the types of data that can be displayed. This report can easily be saved, printed, or emailed. Again, the available report options, graphics, and information can be customised to your organisation's needs. The Community Data Solutions database is capable of many other functions beyond collecting and reporting on client data. This includes scheduling meetings and phone calls with clients, printing purchase orders, recording human resources information, and so on. Let us now look to the Volunteers Database module, which demonstrates some of the human resources capabilities of the system. By clicking on Volunteers at the top, a list of volunteers that has been already entered into this demonstration database can be seen. Let us now create a new volunteer. In the left-hand margin, click Create Volunteer. This opens a blank page to create a new volunteer in the database. Follow the cursor while we create a new volunteer, Duncan McPherson. The database records all key details about Duncan, including address details, next of kin information, and email contacts. The database maintains an ongoing checklist of key training and clearances required to work as a volunteer within your organisation. By clicking Save, Duncan's information is now visible to users of the database with appropriate permission across all offices within your organisation. Let us now generate a volunteers report. As before, click the Reports shortcut at the top to load a new screen that will list the available reports. Select the Volunteers option to load the Volunteers report, then select the date range to run the report. Similarly, you can now save, email, or print the generated report. Let us return to the home page where we can select the Manage Users shortcut option. The Community Data Solutions database system allows managers to create, edit, and delete users. Each user can have a different role which determines the types of services they can access, view, or create. We do this by clicking the Manage Users shortcut on the home page, which is only accessible to the designated database managers from your organisation. We can provide training and support to help configure the levels of access to suit your organisation. Every user of the system has their own calendar, which can be viewed by clicking the Calendar button at the top of the page. The calendar shows scheduled meetings and phone calls linked to the clients. As you can see, some records have been preloaded to give an example of how the calendar can be viewed. In this instance, a meeting with John Watmore has been scheduled. This calendar can also be linked to Microsoft Outlook calendars or be shared with other staff to help manage appointments. The Community Data Solutions data system has many modules and functions for further programs such as settlement services, personal counselling, client loans, community centres, and we are developing a range of family support modules, including a foster care module. Our range of modules is developing rapidly for community service activities. This has been an introduction to the Community Data Solutions database that highlights some of the system's capabilities. If you would like someone from Community Data Solutions to contact you to discuss the system, please visit the Community Data Solutions website or phone 1800 503 981 for more information.